Welcome to the Ambitious Coach Podcast. This is a place where driven, determined coaches learn how to get off the business growth struggle bus and learn how to build a wildly profitable online coaching business. I'm your host, Allison Henderson, corporate dropout to six-figure social media business coach. I'm going to show you how I've been able to create the business of my dreams organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So pull up a seat, take some notes, and get ready to see your life and bank account transform. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Happy May. I'm actually looking forward to the kids being off of school. We only have, I think, like 4 weeks left. Our neighborhood is just so fun in the summer. We have pool days, golf cart rides. I have an ice cream shop just right outside of our neighborhood that we can actually ride the golf cart to, which is nice. We're going to go on bike rides, hiking. I'm really like hyping this summer up. So I can't wait. I also feel like in summer, we get to sleep in. No more waking up to an alarm. No more just waking up at the crack of dawn. My oldest has to be at school by, I think they start their first class at 7:40. So she just has to be there so early. And so we're just up really, really early every day. And the one thing I'm not looking forward to, though, is feeding my kids all day. Do you guys, I don't know, I'm assuming most moms feel this pain. It's just hard. Why is it so hard? Multiple meals, multiple snacks, and just eating all day. It is my least favorite part of motherhood. And this is the thing too, I have 2 kids. And if you have multiple kids, this is probably even worse, but you're feeding them at all different times of the day. I feel like, because I know with my oldest, she wakes up a lot later just because like she's like almost a teenager. And so, you know, maybe she's eating breakfast at like 11, but my youngest is probably already on her second snack of the day. Anyway, it's my least favorite part of motherhood. Figuring out the food is the worst. I can probably just have a whole podcast episode on that, honestly. But anyway, let's get into this week's episode, the missing piece in your content that's costing you clients. So I want to talk about something that might sting a little, but also might completely change how you show up for your business every day. And it's this: people need to hear your voice and see your face. Not just read your posts, not just scroll your tips on your stories, not just read your email and move on for the day. They need to experience you, be in your energy, figure out what's your vibe, feel into your coaching style. So why is this? It's because your audience is only thinking about themselves. So as I was scrolling over the weekend, I saw so many posts like why I started my business, or why I became a sleep consultant, why I became a life coach. And I thought, well, your audience doesn't really care about that. No offense, they just don't care. And when people are scrolling, they're only thinking about themselves and why your content is going to be helpful to them or relevant to them in some way. Like if you are a sleep consultant, your ideal client is probably waking up every day being like, why am I so exhausted? Why isn't my baby sleeping? Why is motherhood so hard for me? Everyone seems to love it. So when you show up faceless, voiceless, and just putting words on a screen, guess what? You're just going to blend in. And not saying that you can't create content where you are using text, because I do that all the time too, but you got to blend in your face. You got to blend in some talking videos, because when they hear your voice, they can feel into your compassion, they can feel into your empathy, and they can hear that you actually know what you're talking about. I've said this so many times on this podcast, but like because AI is everywhere right now, and because we have information at our fingertips, it is so important that they can hear from you that you actually are good at what you do. And then when they actually see your face too, this naturally builds trust. Like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but through eyeballs, we can see into somebody, right? Like we build trust by looking into somebody's eyes, because it creates a sense of connection that words alone really can't replicate. Eye contact signals presence and just honesty, which can help people feel seen, heard, and understood, right? So trust is built through close proximity. And here's the thing not a lot of people talk about enough is people buy from people they feel close to, right? And content alone doesn't always create that closeness. Your voice does, your energy does, your facial expressions do. It is the way you say things. It's how you explain something. It's your tone. That's what builds that know, like, and trust factor. And you guys all know that. We need that in order for somebody to buy from us, because someone can read your post, but hearing you say it, it just hits differently. And you guys probably all know that. If I right now had this podcast episode and I copied and pasted all my talking points, even if I asked ChatGPT to be like, hey, script this out, like, you probably would read it so differently. It probably wouldn't really hit the way me saying it through my voice would hit, right? And I guess in my mind, if I can do like a comparison, it's like reading through a menu, but you actually get to taste the food, right? So that's how I think of this. It's like you writing your blog post is like reading a menu. But when they can be in your energy and like maybe come to a Q&A session or a masterclass of yours, that's like them tasting the food. So one gives you information, the other one gives you experience. And that's what we're here to create. You're giving your audience an experience every time you come on and showcase your cute little face, and they can hear your voice. So also too, like this is something, if you are a little scared of showing your face on video and all that sort of stuff, it's a skill. This actually isn't a personality trait. It takes skill and you learning how to actually do that. And I know some of you might be thinking like, I'm not confident on video. I don't like how I look. I feel awkward. My voice is too high pitched or too low. I don't know, whatever. Or you might just be like, I just don't know what to say. I'm scared to say the wrong thing. And I have been there, and so many of my clients have too. But here's a shift I need you to make. Video is not something you're born with or you're like just good at. It's just a skill. And like any other skill, it gets easier with repetition. And the more that you show up, the less your nervous system freaks out. The more that you talk, the more natural it just starts to feel. And you can just be yourself, honestly. Like, stop overthinking that. Let people fall in love with you. Let people fall in love with you. Even if you're a weird little quirky, Harry Potter loving, I don't know, I love reading weird romance novels, right? Like people want to feel into that. People want to know that you're weird just like them. All right. So video gives them a chance to feel into your energy and really get a chance to know you on a deeper level. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is your visibility. I say this all the time, and I keep saying it. Visibility comes down to two things: your content and your conversations. And when you start using your voice and your face in your content, the conversations will get so much easier. Because guess what? Now people feel like they already know you. It's more of like a warm lead. And when it's a warm lead, they trust you just so much faster, right? And they're way more likely to reply to your stories, to DM you, and buy. Okay. And I know all of you who are listening to this podcast, like you are taking your business very seriously. This is not a hobby thing for you anymore. Like you're like, no, I really want to make some real money. And I'm going to say this in the most loving way possible, but this is your business. Like not something that you're just dabbling in when you feel like it, right? Not something you hide from when it feels uncomfortable. If you want consistent clients, if you want consistent money coming through, you have to be willing to be seen. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like your hair doesn't always have to be done. You don't always have to have a ton of makeup on or something like that. Like you don't have to be overly polished and wearing a blazer, but you just got to show up consistently and you got to show up with some confidence. So this is why I created a 30-day visibility challenge. I'm going to be hosting this starting next Tuesday, May 12th. And this is where we're going to change a few things. I want you showing up consistently. I want you showing up with so much confidence. I want you showing up with intention. And I want you really connecting with your audience. So every single day, you are going to get multiple content and visibility prompts so that you always have a headline to choose from and something to do every day. You're going to have voice and text support via Telegram so that you can ask questions, get feedback on your content, and just be held accountable during these 30 days. You're also going to get access to a PDF with over 50 ways that you can get visible online and in person. So you're not just relying on Instagram. I really want you having other things that you can do if you are somebody that wants to expand themselves. And I'm hosting a live training all about how to turn your content into cash because visibility is great, but we actually want to get clients from it, right? We want to make money. And then I'll also be hosting a content brainstorming session so that you're not waking up every day wondering what to post. I'll also have a group coaching call so that you can get the clarity and guidance that you need to take action every single day. So this is a full 30-day experience. And guess what, guys? It is only $99. So 30 days with me, you get all of these things for $99. That is it. So if you want to learn more, click the link in the show notes. But this 30-day challenge is to get yourself visible, build the habits that you need, and to really start showing up in your business like the business owner that you truly want to be. So if you are ready to stop hiding, stop overthinking, and start really making some moves in your business, let's go. Let's click the link in my show notes to sign up today. And once again, we start May 12th, so you don't have a ton of time. So click that button now and sign up. All right, everyone, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Ambitious Coach podcast today. A couple favors before you go. If you found this episode helpful, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. Most importantly, don't forget to tag me at Allison Henderson _coach. That's ALLISON Henderson _coach. And lastly, please take a minute to rate this episode and leave a raving review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Okay, ambition is great, but it's time to get to work. Take action and commit to being 1% better every day. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next week.